Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's time to get through another song that's actually confirmed to be participating in Eurovision 2023. It comes from San Marino, and San Marino, if I've understood correctly, had 104 songs to choose from, and this is the one that they went for. So it's the best out of 104, and let's see if it lives up to those standards. It's called Like an Animal by Piqued, and yeah, let's see what it's all about. A lot of contrasting rhythms to start here. The audio quality is really off, but I'll try and judge it to the best of my abilities. Nice little instrumentation here. I think there's some guitar layering, which is kind of interesting. There's like this reverb right guitar at one part, and then there's more strumming palm muted one. Characteristic vocal, I'd say. The drum pattern so far is very, like, repetitive, I guess. It's the same thing all the way through. Feels like the riffs work in a similar way. But it's energetic, so that's something. A little bit of variation here. It kills down a little bit of the energy. Tries to add some more suspense during this part in a restrained manner. A lot of filtering being made here. Small little extra guitar inputs there. Nothing massive. It feels like the song has like a core concept that just really sticks very hard to. There's not a lot of variation through here so far. Chorus identical here again. Somewhat memorable with like a characteristic tone to it, but it's not overly exciting, at least to me. It's too much on the repetitive side for my taste. I think what kind of sets it apart is probably like a characteristic performance and sound to it, but I think the performance adds a layer of enjoyment to it that it wouldn't otherwise have had. A lot of filtering going on here again. Some nice little drum segments there. A half-step beat here. This is a nice variation. Rhythmic variation, always appreciated. The guitar is the same throughout though, but at least it's a fresh little segment here. Kicking up in double time again. Or normal time, I guess we should say. Nice fulfilling little ending here, I'd say. And some syncopes on the drumming, and yeah. Okay, fun little effort from San Marino. I can understand if it wins a selection. I'm not really sure if, like, from 104 songs, I don't think that this would probably be my favorite. But maybe I would prefer it over the other 103. I don't know, but it's a song that I think kind of leaves an impression in a way, at least, because it's energetic, it has something going for it. I think it's very much on the repetitive side, and I don't think that the audio quality you get from this performance helps it in sounding convincing, but I would assume that it was the same for all of the competitors, so that's not really a critique per se, but it makes it more difficult to judge just listening to it like this, because everything sounds kind of faulty in the sound delivery, I guess. But as an overall songwriting package, I don't think it's too interesting. It's very repetitive throughout the song. Doesn't offer a lot of variation instrumentally nor vocally. I think the standout part is probably towards the end when the breakdown has been there, they've filtered everything out, and then when the new beat comes in, it's half step instead of just the full time that they've gone for so far. And that's like the one moment where I feel like, oh, something refreshing here. We've thrown in something new, a new aspect into the song that actually keeps my interest a little bit more. And they keep going for it, and then they introduce the full time again. and it works in a nice little flow and manner. And the vocal is also a bit switched up there. It's basically just long notes, but it's a little bit of a switch up, makes the song feel like a more fulfilling package, I guess. Because the first 2 minutes of it, I feel like it was very much the same thing being looped throughout. Even towards the end, I mean, the guitar was basically identical still throughout in that part. There were a few like ambitions here and there to trying to vary the instrumental a little bit with an additional electric guitar being in the brighter register, just doing some additional harmony, but it wasn't really enough to spark any interest in me. I think that the song does what it kind of wants to do. It wants to be, you know, upbeat, inviting, packed with a little bit of energy, and it does that. It's just that it's not really interesting beyond that, I would say. It's not a song that I would put towards like the strongest competitors in this year's contest, but I guess it's a welcome addition to have among the other songs, but it's not one that I will return to that many times. At least not the way that it is now, but it might grow on me, who knows. But for now, I'm a bit underwhelmed, but still not like entirely disappointed. It was fine, it was a nice little listening experience, but it's not something that I'm going to return to. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Please leave a comment telling me what you think of this song. That's Like an Animal by Piqued from San Marino. Is it a step up in San Marino's standards? Possibly. I don't really usually have a lot of excitement regarding their songs, so maybe this one, I mean, I prefer it over last year's effort, so there's always something to that, I guess. But yeah, tell me what you think of the song in the comments. I'll be looking forward to reading about that, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.